Just switching from one component to other, I don't know what problem with this, as I already said. Like it's asking me to relog in again.
Mm-hmm.
My org. I don't know what's going on with.
Oh, it's asking to relog into the org.
Yes, like again to log in.
Oh, okay. Can you do one thing? It's just the developer org. Can you just create one more org with your different email address?
Okay.
Maybe your org is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest way I would say.
Okay.
It's just like than spending like hours and hours. It's like 5 minutes work to just use the different email address and create one org.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, try that. Otherwise, let me know. I'll see what else is going on. Okay.
Okay.
All right, man. All right. So now you know, like the details, relationships, page layouts, and how you can design the page layouts and everything. So when you're talking about the page layout, you can even the entire layout, like related list, everything. Like for example, this is the detail, and if you want to have any of the related list to be added, you can even just add the related list. Okay. Like if you expand this related list, the related content you can see. Okay.
Okay.
Like whatever you want to add, like you should be able to add and define the page. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I have a question. Like I have created one field, suppose, and I wanted to make it as a mandatory field. How can I make it? Like.
I told you, right? The required one, the mandatory field. Here, I told you this one, right? We went through in detail. If you go and edit here, when you're creating the field, you'll be having this. Um, this is where we changed, right? Even the published date I changed. See here, the required here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now I got it.
When you edit here, like when you're creating the field, there will be a required field here where you can go and change it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the okay. So you can go and say like always require this field in order to save the record.
Yeah. Just got confused.
Right. So the next thing we are going to see is that we saw the compact layout, page layout, and so we'll be talking about the lightning when we come to the lightning. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing is one more thing is the record types. What is your record type? Okay. Like, you know the object, right? You can create a multiple record types of the object. For example, you are creating the object called media. Layouts, compact layouts. We talked about it, and then we talked about the relationships, and we also talked about now we are talking about the record types.
Page layouts.
Yeah, page layouts. We talked about all the page layouts. We're talking about the record types. Okay. For example, you have the object called media, right? Then you are having the fields like file name, and you are having the field called like width, size, and they're saying that number of seconds that your video plays and all that.
Duration.
Duration, you can say like duration.
Yeah.
Not the right one. Duration. The image is a media. If you see just an image itself is a media, right? You can put it in the file name, and then the file. You can store it in the file. And you can even have the just voice message, like .mp3 or mp4, just a voice video, not the audio alone. That itself is a video. That itself audio. That itself is also a media, right?
Yes.
That will have the duration. Will the image have the duration?
No.
Image cannot have the duration, right?
Yes.
So these things can be in one record type, and then you can name the record type as image. And you can add the duration, and you can create another record type as video and audio. So we can have different layouts based on the record type.
Okay.
So record type is nothing but type of objects. Derived type of object.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
So you go here, you can create a record type, like new record type, for example, and then you can say like the record type label as book record type 1. Okay, and then you can say like book record type 1, and then you can say like whoever the profile, whatever the needs to do
Well,
that you can do to refer 1, and then you can say like apply to select the page layout. What is
okay.
the
One.
layout you want to assign to this record type?
Hmm.
For example, if you want to if you want if you want this media to be as a media layout, you can assign the video and audio layout. If you want to have the image layout, you can select the image layout.
Okay. Yeah.
This one is going to be the layout 2. Okay,
Hmm.
and then I can say save it. So if somebody is accessing this record type will use the layout as the layout 2. Okay,
Okay.
if I use a different record type, like with only the no duration, I can use the layout 1. Okay,
Okay.
so that's what this record type is all about.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
and then you can assign the record type to the layout assignment. This is the layout assignments,
Mhm.
and then you can just click on like whoever the profiles that you want, and then you
You
can
can just assign.
edit the assignment, and then you can use the page layout, what layout you want to choose. Okay,
Hmm.
layout assignment in the different record types and the profile combination. Okay,
Hmm.
so now we're able to understand the objects, fields and relationships, layouts, the record type.
We got. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's about the record type. Like you understand the difference between the various record types that you can create based on the object, right?
Hmm.
Right. Like the same thing. If you want to have like okay. Before that, let's talk about one more object called object manager. Go to the book. Okay, and you create fields and relationships, and then create a new field, and then you choose pick list. The one is the drop down, right? Pick list,
Yeah.
and then you select here, and then you select the field name. Okay.
Hmm.
Like for example,
Author name.
author name, you can see it, or like availability. It's available in US and UK and China, something like that. Okay,
Okay.
like publishers,
Hmm.
or like country, which country this book is available, for example.
Okay.
Okay, and
Hmm.
then you want to use the global pick list value set, whereas globally there will be a pick list, or you can enter the value here. For example,
Okay. Mhm.
US, UK, and
Okay.
then Australia, Canada, kind of thing. Okay, and then you
Hmm.
say description is
Country where the book is.
country list. It's like a required thing, for example. And even
Hmm.
you can just click on it next, and then the same story assigned to all the profiles.
Yeah.
And then since
Book.
it's mandatory, you can
Layer.
both the
Hmm.
layers. And here's the layer. Like when you go to here and then click on sales, you go to the book and then click on new book. You'll be able to see the country, whatever you choose.
Oh yeah.
This is what the pick list is all about.
Hmm.
This is what the pick list is all about.
Okay.
Okay. Now you understand what the pick list is, right?
Yes.
Perfect. This is the value set. I told you, right? You want to pick it from the global value set, or you want to add the value during the field creation.
Hmm.
We chose, we will create it when we are
Yeah.
creating. In case if you want to pick it up from the value list, there'll be
Hmm.
an option like which value list, which global list. Okay.
Okay.
For example, if you want to create a new, and then you can set the values here by default. The reason is that this can be repurposed,
Okay.
but that one cannot be repurposed. Like, the list cannot be repurposed. The list has to be entered manually. But if you have
Hmm.
the list of countries, and you will create like hundreds of layouts in your real-time scenarios where you can go and use this pick list,
Okay.
reuse this pick list. So you have all the countries. Countries is not like just for one layout. You will end up using in multiple layouts.
Okay. So this can be used at n number of times, but
Yeah,
which we
you
created.
create only once and then use it many places.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
That's a global value set. But we
Hmm.
did not choose that because we did not create anything. Okay. But if you
Okay.
create anything, then if you create a field, you can choose the global value set.
Hmm.
Okay. You can even choose like which one has to be the default value.
Mhm.
You can edit and then you can choose which one wants to be the default value and all that. Okay. So like when you go to the object manager, then if you click look object, you go to the field and you create a new field, and then create like pick list. Click next. Pick list value. See here, this is all the pick list global at the
Okay.
top. And then select the first value as the default. You can even because that has the default value, or like you can choose all those things you want, whatever
Hmm.
you want. Okay.
Okay.
And then select next. It is going to be available for all the profiles. Click next. And that's what it's all about. Yes. Go to the sales. Then click on sales. The books. The books. The pick list values. These are all the
Hmm.
values, right? I got it. I did not enter it when I created. I created in the global value set.
Yes. Got it.
So wherever you want, you can go and reuse this, and you can have the same value.
Okay.
So that's about it. The pick list values.
Hmm.
So today we learned a lot. We learned about the layouts, compact layouts, and we talk about the pick list. We did talk about various um, uh, record types.
Hmm.
And we did talk about the layouts, like how you can assign the layouts and the page assignment and all those things. Okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll be covering. Uh, we'll go back to the users back, and then we'll be talking about profiles, what is roles, and then we'll finish off this section tomorrow. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
And in the data, we already saw when we're talking about the data. So these are all like pick list settings, schemas,
Hmm.
all those things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Schema.
And this is like how we can do the mass delete. Or we'll be talking about in order to do all of these things, you need to know what is records, what is
Okay.
the object and everything. We learned all the basics. Okay.
Okay.
For the objects and fields, we covered all these things. Object manager, we saw schema builder, we saw pick list value sets, we saw. Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll be talking about tomorrow about the roles. And then we'll be moving towards this is all the development related things. Okay. We'll be talking about moving forward. So we already saw about the company settings. Remember?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll be talking about like the other tools and other administrator related things. Okay. Are you getting
Okay.
the confidence about like how we can get into the Salesforce world?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I just want to ask you one thing. Can I like after this admin classes? Can I go for the test like for the certification, or do you want me to wait?
I will help you with the certifications. I mean, yeah, just let me know whenever you are ready, and then I will help you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Sai.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll talk
Bye.
tomorrow. Tomorrow daytime. Yeah, bye.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Bye.